You've got to get ahead of your competition and make sure you get it first.
But I just sold it.
You did not.
If two people love something, the price goes up automatically.
I gotta make money with this thing. I gotta throw this thing into auction.
I'm upset.
I think somebody's a sore loser.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, home of our nation's Liberty Bell. It's the city of brotherly love, famous for its cheesesteak that's beloved around the world. The Philadelphia Flea Market is a completely indoor market and smaller than most outdoor venues. Our pickers are bound to run into each other as they compete to find the best undervalued items to buy here, then flip at auction 3,000 miles away in Los Angeles. What you're about to see isn't business as usual for anyone who buys and sells antiques. These four pickers will be challenged to buy items on a fixed budget, under rigid time constraints, and they'll have specific shopping assignments. All from different areas of the antiques and collectibles business, these four pickers are about to test their skill against one another and some savvy professional dealers. All four competitors are so confident about winning, they're willing to put their professional reputations on the line should the outcome go another way. Since there will only be one winner, three of them are in for a real surprise.
Let's don't do it. All right, boys and girls, it's history time. Philly's a cool historic place. Mason jars. In 1858, John Landis Mason, he was a tinsmith here in Philly, patented this whole new kind of fruit jar. A threaded lid and a threaded mouth so you could screw it on and keep the fruit fresh. Years after they've made these jars, the cash is staying fresh.
You better count it already before it starts to pickle. Here are the rules for today's competition. There are 2 rounds of buying. Each picker gets $1,000.
So how come I have 1,200 and you have 1,000?
That's all I need.
Nah, it's 1,000. First, you got to learn how to spell your last name properly. Then we can have a bit of a challenge.
Just to remind you, we have 2 pickers, both named Bruno. Round 1, each picker must find a target item which will be chosen by the auctioneer at A Bell Auction in Los Angeles, where all of today's items will be sold.
So pickers, we've chosen the target item to be costume jewelry. We sell a lot of costume jewelry here in Southern California. The difference between fine jewelry and costume jewelry has to do with precious metals, precious stones. Costume is more made up of things like silver plate, gold plate, plastics, bakelite. Since bakelite is very desirable in this market, and there are a lot of plastics that do resemble bakelite, you need to be sure you're actually buying bakelite. Good luck, guys, with what you buy. I can't wait to see what you bring us.
All right.
The target item must be one item only, unless what they're buying is being sold as a set or a pair. Game time will be kept by this clock, nicknamed the 8th Wonder of the World, located in Pennsylvania's National Watch and Clock Museum outside Philadelphia. Pickers have just 1 hour to find their target item, starting now.
Okay, I'll see everybody here in 1 hour. Ooh.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Wow, you got a great selection of stuff here. Just what we're looking for. I'm looking for a nice piece of costume jewelry.
Got any bakelite? Costume with bakelite? No. Bummer.
Bakelite is a synthetic resin that was developed in the early 1900s and used to make jewelry, kitchenware, even radio cases. Today, it has huge retro appeal, which is why our pickers are on the hunt for it.
You have any costume with bakelite? This is absolutely a situation where you're in a tight space, you have limited movement, you have limited dealers, you've got to get ahead of your competition and make sure you get it first. Nice beard, man. I like that. Yes.
Robert.
Oh my God!
So much for getting a jump on your competition.
Hi there.
Hi.
I love the scarab. It's beautiful. This is so interesting.
Probably from the 40s.
Yeah. How much is this?
This one, I could do 55 on.
Very cool.
Bob, you finding lots of treasures?
You know, there's a little something for everyone here. How about you?
Yeah.
It may sound like they're interested in what each other is finding, but Bob and Miller are likely thinking there's one picker too many at this booth.
You've got some nice items.
Thank you.
They're just beautiful.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna take a quick stroll.
Bob, if this had been a staring contest, you just blinked.
Hi. How are you?
Okay.
Good.
Looks like getting Bob to move on may pay off for Miller.
Is that Bakelite in the front?
No, those are lucite. This is Bakelite. Looks like one of the stones.
Is it Bakelite?
Yeah,
You think
that's
it's real Bakelite?
That is Bakelite.
Can we test
Rest
it?
is-
Do you mind?
Go ahead.
A good picker always carries tools of the trade. Miller is using a commercial product that helps determine if a plastic is Bakelite.
Yes, okay, semi-chrome, this is kind of the gold standard test for Bakelite. In 1907, Leo Baekeland, the chemist, invented Bakelite.
Right.
And it's known as the material of 1,000 uses. They put it with everything. Okay, so we've got it in pink. Now, if it turns yellow, it's real.
Even a 30-year veteran like Nancy, who specializes in estate jewelry, can't always be sure about what she's selling when it comes to costume jewelry. That makes it hard to know exactly what you're buying and what price you should be paying.
It's real. It works every time. It turns yellow. Thank you, Nancy. That's gorgeous.
Thank you.
And you know what? It's even better because it cleans the piece for you.
That's true.
Running into an old friend cost John Bruno some valuable time. Now he's trying to catch up.
I gotta get up front now. All right.
What is this? That's a Czechoslovakian necklace with the Bakelite. That's about 1925, 1930.
Really? That old?
Yes, when Bakelite was first introduced.
Can I take a look at that one too? Cool. Yeah, that is pretty.
Don't go by the price that I have.
Don't go by
on
the
there.
price. That's like one of my favorite things to hear.
I know.
Let's take a look. So what makes you think that this is Bakelite?
Well, I mean, you can tell that it's.
You can?
Yes, from the carving that's on there.
Remember, the auctioneer warned the pickers if they buy Bakelite, they better be sure it's the real deal. That's what Kevin is trying to determine now.
You want to hear my 2 cents?
Yes.
These look molded to me. They don't look carved to me at all. Did you ever really check this out really good?
Yeah, but I don't think that is molded.
Yeah. Bakelite was made as a solid, and then people would carve pieces of it. Bakelite was never molded into a form, like where it would be pressed into a mold. It was made, extruded, sliced, chopped, chunked, whatever it might be, and then carved, literally carved. I personally look at a piece like this, and the back is hollowed out. I don't know.
When it comes to Bakelite jewelry, Kevin's right on the money. But other items like Grandma's old radio and telephone cases were in fact molded.
I love it, it's beautiful, but I'm not comfortable that it's Bakelite. And that's okay, that's just my opinion on it right there. That's okay.
All 4 pickers seem fixated on buying Bakelite. But since the target item is costume jewelry, there are many other options.
You look like you know a thing or two about costume jewelry.
Just a thing or two.
What's your favorite piece?
I would say this probably is my favorite piece, the 1920s Chinese.
Wow, that is a statement if I ever saw one.
Yeah. And then I was fortunate enough to get the earrings to go with it too, so.
Oh my gosh. Wow, it's lovely. I mean, like this is like a cinnabar.
It is the cinnabar, and they have the Bakelite and the inlay cloisonne and...
My goodness. So interesting. And now, so you're selling them as a set?
I am. I picked it up as a set, so I wanted to keep it together.
What would be like your very, very,
My
very
best would be $4.50.
Whispering is one strategy a picker can use to work his way into a dealer's good graces, and any angle that gets a dealer to go lower is going to help a picker's chances at auction.
When I lean in and I talk to a dealer, I'm establishing a level of intimacy. Love it.
What if I took 25 off to 4.25?
420.
Okay.
As an interior designer, Bob has an excellent eye, but that could be his undoing. Paying such a steep price for costume jewelry means it'll have to command some serious bidding in order for him to turn a profit.
This is pretty neat. What do you know about this?
How you doing?
Bakelite changes color over time. Oxidation and the ultraviolet light changes it. So the amount of discoloration on this from the original, I'd say it probably goes back to the 30s. The original Bakelite has the formaldehyde. That's why when you rub it, you get that funny phenolic smell, almost like burning insulation or wire insulation. That's the best way to tell Bakelite.
What do you got in here for good costume?
This is pretty cool. What are you asking for this?
I was asking 75.
I'm sorry, say?
75.
75. Let me think about this. Hey, I'm shopping here. Get out of here. Come on.
Yeah, go ahead. You try.
The clock is ticking, and the two Brunos are feeling the pressure to make their first smart buy. This is a game of margins, and one miscalculation could mean the difference, not just between winning and losing, but between ending the game with a profit or a loss.
How are you, sir? Let me sneak right in there.
Yeah, I'm sorry it's a mess.
Sweet. No, it's not a mess. This is great.
You got particular people you're looking for?
Yeah.
Kevin likes to roll against the tide, so he's starting to look for something other than Bakelite. Now remember, the target item is costume jewelry.
Designers. What do you got for designers in here?
This is Florenza. I don't know if you want that. This is Boucher. This
that's kind of a really nice set.
Yeah.
Let me take a look at that.
Yeah.
And this one's marked, you say?
Oh, yeah.
See it, Boucher? Oh, yeah, I see it right there, yeah. Boucher, huh?
Boucher.
What's the market like on them today? What do you think?
It's good.
It's good, yeah?
It's good, yeah.
Time is running out. Maybe you should make her an offer.
This is kind of cool.
Oh, that is very cool. It's missing a couple stones, though, huh?
Is it?
Yeah, it's missing a stone right there.
Okay.
Kind of hurts it a
That's
little
easy
bit,
to
but...
deal with.
Yeah, I know, but, you know, I got to resell this thing. And I want to resell it quick, too, you know? Oh, sorry. Now it's got two missing stones. No, I'm only kidding.
Sorry.
Concerned about his margins, Kevin takes time to look up comparable prices.
I want to see what the market is like on that Boucher stuff. Let's see what it's doing.
Somebody,
Can I see this?
that's celluloid.
May I see it?
Sure. This is from the 20s, probably. The camel.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's unusual. I've never seen one with a camel before.
How much are you asking for that?
$165.
I wonder if the price depends on whether the camel has one hump or two.
How about 150?
Okay.
Camels are cool, and camels were a classic image, 1920s, 30s, 40s. And it all led back to King Tut's tomb. When that opens, anything that has an Egyptian motif, an Arabian motif, a desert motif, blossomed from King Tut's tomb to the 1940s. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Still not sold on Boucher, Kevin is investigating other options.
What do you got for nice designer costume for me?
If he doesn't buy his target item and make it back to the group before the clock winds down, he'll have to pay a $50 penalty to each of his opponents.
Good morning. What can you sell me this morning?
What can I sell you?
Yeah, you got any good costume jewelry? Kitschy kind of stuff would kind of be cool.
I understand what you mean. I
Right.
left that all home.
You left it all home?
Yeah,
How far away are you?
pretty far.
Oh, no. Yeah, that wouldn't
Yeah.
work. You never know. I've seen people run for stuff before.
I don't think Helen's going anywhere, Kevin.
I don't know
She collects and repairs jewelry and has been a fixture at this market for over 10 years. That tells me she knows when to stay put.
All right, I'm gonna take one quick breeze through here. You might see me back.
Okay, that would be nice.
The more you get to know John Bruno, you'll start to understand he has an eye for the, well, let's just call it the unusual.
May I sit in it?
Sure, go ahead.
Kevin Bruno seems closer to making a decision.
You want to talk turkey on the boucher?
I already gave you my best price, so really I can't.
You can't do
I
any
can't.
better than that
No.
on the boucher?
No, this is the way I do. You asked for my best price, you did, and I gave it to you.
I hear you.
I took you at your word.
I hear you.
You want to look at it again?
Yeah, let me take a look at it again.
You know Marcel Boucher. He designed for Cartier before he worked for himself.
Very nice. Let me make a very close offer. Work me a little bit.
$139.99.
120 bucks.
No, can't do it.
You want 140?
Yeah.
That puts it so close to just what it is like retail.
This is what makes this game of margins so difficult. Flea market prices can equal or even exceed full retail prices.
It's perfect. There's not a thing wrong with it. It's
I
not
know.
scratched
It's
up.
really, really
nothing.
nice stuff.
It's perfect. So
It's really good stuff, but
I paid for it, and
I know you did.
So
I know you did. How about
Up to you.
130?
I'll go 135, and that's it. And that's really against
All
my
right, I'll do it for
principles.
135. I gotta
Okay.
buy it for 135.
I hate the bartering process. I would much prefer to put a price on it that's fair and stay there. Some people will barter with you a little bit, and some people won't stop until you're bleeding. And then other people don't ask at all, and then I feel bad. But you have to do it. It's part of the game. It's part of the game I don't like.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Okay,
Have a
thank
good
you
trip.
very much. I will.
Thanks.
Cool. We got something. I took what I thought was the best piece off there. It's got a really great name to it. It's got really great design to it. It's a good-looking piece. It's a high-end looking piece. Hopefully the thing will do a couple $100 at auction.
Kevin's purchase makes Miller the only picker left without a target item.
I've got to make a quick decision because the clock's ticking and I've got to move fast.
Miller is determined to buy Bakelite.
Oh!
Yeah, but there's some loose side.
Where's the
some wood.
Bakelite?
This is Bakelite, this.
Let me see.
This.
Okay, let's test.
Okay,
All of them?
they're all Bakelite.
Okay, what are you asking?
For the bigger ones, I get 20. For the smaller ones, I get 15.
It turns.
It's a tedious process, but Miller repeats the test to make sure these bracelets are really Bakelite.
This one's not turning. Helen, what do you
It's
think?
not.
No Bakelite. Nope. Not Bakelite.
I don't believe this. But,
Okay, this is Bakelite. Now we're in business.
okay,
Oh no, Helen, I've got some bad news.
they're not Bakelite.
This is not Bakelite.
Well, I said, I have some lucite, some wood, some Bakelite.
I know, but it's a big difference in price. Okay, that's Bakelite.
Okay. I think that's about it.
Okay. So what do you want for all of them together?
I take 150.
Come on.
If I sell them individually, I get 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 15, 15, 15.
Oh, Helen, don't you think it would be more like 10, 5, 5, 10, 10, 5?
Where do you get those?
What?
Where do you buy those?
Flea
For
markets.
5 or 10?
Flea markets all across America.
That's good. I have to go and visit them. I can't buy it.
Well, can we meet in the middle? How about 120?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, 9.
150.
125?
No. 150. You get them cheap.
140?
Okay.
Yay! we got a deal.
Okay.
Thank you, Helen.
You're welcome.
80, 100, 20, 40.
I thank you very much.
Thank you, Helen. This has been a lot of fun.
Miller, it was a pleasure.
Thank you.
And you're a good partner.
Oh, thank you. Helen did not go down the price much at all, but Bakelite is so hot, and it's what everybody wants right now. So I know I'm going to do well in the auction marketplace. So it didn't bother me that she didn't move that much with me on the price.
Mr. Bruno, get over here. Did you find something?
I did find something.
What'd you get?
Looks like Bob lost track of time. Now the pickers will assess each item to determine if they meet the criteria of the target assignment, costume jewelry. The pickers can reject any item for whatever reason they choose. Wrong or right, majority rules.
Go ahead, ladies first.
Ladies
Okay,
first. Go
you
ahead.
sure?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, why don't I model it for you boys?
Okay. Am I mistaken, or is that like 10 bracelets instead of one bracelet?
Is that?
Yeah.
Are they all connected?
Are they connect? What is the chain that like connects
It's
them as one piece?
a lot of 9 Bakelite bracelets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I thought we were supposed to buy one.
I thought it was supposed to be a
piece
set.
of
yeah, how
jewelry.
is that a set? I would have bought one.
One. One cool carved bracelet would have been a nice single piece to buy,
Yeah.
but
You know,
They
that's.
were selling this as a set.
They were
so
wrong.
if I could talk somebody to sell me the whole case for one price, I could have just plopped the whole case of stuff down on the table.
Exactly.
How is it not a set? It's all the same quality, like, kind? I mean, how is this not the same?
It's not a set.
It's not a set. I could
not a
see
set.
these 3 being a set. Not even just these 2.
How are you saying there's 3?
Well, you've got different colors, different shapes, different
But that's
styles.
that's how they do it. They never group them as all the same color.
I don't buy it,
It's
baby.
just like a set, a matched necklace
No.
and earrings.
So you're saying that they would not, under any circumstances, have sold those bracelets separately? They were only going to sell them as a, quote, set?
If I sell them individually, I get 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 15, 15, 15.
Remember, the rule was buy one item only, unless it was being sold as a pair or a set.
No, they would have sold them separately.
Then it's not a set.
How do you vote?
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, Miller, baby.
Sorry.
Miller, try as she might to defend it, was unable to really present an argument to us that was plausible for these bracelets being a set.
Since all of her opponents ruled she didn't fulfill the assignment, Miller must pay each of them a $50 penalty. In the target round assessment, majority rules.
This is easy. Maybe we should just send her out shopping more often.
I beg to differ. Okay, well, let's see what you have.
All right.
I think I got a nice thing here. I think you're gonna like this one. Anybody ever hear of Marcel Boucher, the designer for Cartier at one time? This is a beautiful Marcel Boucher 3-piece set. Oh my!
Oh, that is a set.
Really beautiful.
Beautiful set.
That is.
You can see the beautiful Art Deco influence in this set from the mid-20th century. It's all in perfect condition. It's
Is it missing
ready
any
to go.
stones?
It's not missing any stones at all.
Oh, that's very elegant.
It's absolutely a beautiful set. Thumbs up.
Beautiful.
It is.
That's what you pluck when you come to a market like this.
You did really well. It's really nice.
It is attractive. Okay.
It is. It is. Me next?
You next.
Okay. This is wonderful. I think it's very cool. Piece of carved celluloid, probably 1940s.
But do you think you're actually going to win a competition with that?
Oh, damn straight. Of
Look
course
at
I
this.
am. Of course I am. Oh, no. Please. This.
Marcel
This
Boucher.
is cool. But it does meet the criteria.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yes, it meets the criteria.
It meets the
Thumbs up.
criteria. I give it a thumbs up.
Nicely wrapped.
Hope you didn't pay for all that packaging.
All right.
Oh, what do we got here? Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
So it's a charm, necklace, and earring set. My mouth just dropped when I saw it. If you look at every little bead is different, and even the clasp in the back, it's so cool.
Where'd it come from?
Chinese. Can I touch it?
Yeah, absolutely, please. I just think like it's one of those unique things that somebody's gonna fall in love with.
Oh, it's totally Chinese.
Okay.
Would you wear it, Miller?
Any day.
Really?
Can I see that
I
one?
love
All
it.
right, I like that. Miller, you got
Let's
great
look at the
style.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Thank you, guys.
But is it kind of that
yeah, that's what
LA
I'm
type
worried
look,
about.
do you
Absolutely.
think?
This is an LA party right here.
You think so?
Absolutely.
I think Bob's a good. I'll give him a thumbs up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
I'm sorry, but that's the only one that doesn't work.
We're over that, John.
Okay.
Miller steps over the body and just keeps going.
Keeps going. I agree.
I like that about her.
You've already seen the clock. Now let's hear more about it.
This is our monumental Engel clock. This clock was made by Stephen Engel. He was not a clockmaker by trade. He was actually a dentist, or amateur dentist as he called himself. He built this clock kind of as a hobby. And it's comprised of 48 moving fixtures. The first one we have is at a quarter past. We have youth that appears in the center there. And then at half past, we'll have middle age. You'll see in the center the apostolic part of the clock where Jesus will appear. The 12 apostles will march around him. All the apostles will face Jesus except for Peter. When Peter comes in front of Jesus, he'll turn his back. It's a pretty spectacular clock and the only one like it that you'll see in the world. This clock is a priceless clock and we're so glad we have it as part of our collection.
Before we move on to the next round, let's review what each of the pickers spent on their target items. Time for round two. It's called Shop Till You Stop because it's an untimed round in which our warriors can buy no more than 2 items. Unlike the target round, pickers can buy whatever they want. Even so, an auctioneer at Abel wants to remind the pickers that mid-century modern, a design style that lasted from the 40s well into the 60s, is a category that does well at their auctions.
Mid-century modern items do well in Southern California. In regards to value on mid-century modern, it's not necessarily a period that is more valuable, it's more the designer that would be more valuable. There is a lot of furniture that was made by Knoll, Herman Miller, are very popular here.
The round begins now.
Bye!
I'm going this way.
I walked through here and I watched my competitors and I kind of watched what they were doing, and I really have to say, I think the 3 of them all buy from the heart. They're buying what they think is cool, but you have to buy what you think you can make money on.
I'm looking for love. I think I found it. Although it's not very many points.
I think in terms of the collections that I love. And one of the things I collect is ice buckets. Everybody knows the Playboy Club, and the Playboy Clubs were the epitome of the cool, groovy, swinging 60s lifestyle. Who doesn't love the Playboy lifestyle? And who wouldn't want to be a Playboy with all the loving that goes on? It's just too cool. I just like the image of the cocktail lounge. This is my living room. This is like going home. All that's missing are my cats and my wife.
Hey, John, you might want to mention your wife before the cats.
This I have this on my porch. I make my cocktails all summer long. And Fred Whaler was a band leader in the 1920s and 30s. And he loved to make cocktails.
Okay.
And he got sick and tired of always shaking manually the cocktails. So he marketed the blender so he can mix up his frosty cocktails.
Okay.
If I didn't already own it, I'd have to buy it because I love my cocktails.
I spotted this movie poster because I'm very drawn to old movie posters. And so when I went in closer, I noticed that my name is on the poster. My name's Bob Richter, and my dad's name is Paul Richter.
Is that a relation?
No, I don't know. I don't think so.
Wow.
If so, maybe there's royalties that I'm owed from the movie. How much you asking for it?
300.
I'm just curious if it's glued to anything in the back, because I know that affects the value.
I don't know. Personally, I don't know.
If I look underneath, may I just look there for a
go
second?
right ahead, sure.
There's a new piece of cardboard on the back, so somebody put this in here not so long ago, but obviously this is old and looks amazing, you know?
Sure.
And it looks like there's a little something. As much as I love the poster, I was a little concerned initially because it looked like there was a slight bit of retouching around the corner. It also is crying out for a fantastic frame because the frame is bleh. What would be your very best on it?
Well, you know, I would say 285. That's the best I can do. I mean, you know, I never had it appraised.
If I offered you 250, you think we could do that?
275, and that's it. That's my bottom line. That's even actually low.
Can we get closer to 250?
275. How about, I'll tell you what, 305.
How
that?
How about 260?
How about 310?
265.
I can't go. That's low.
All right, we'll do 270.
Okay. No. 275.
270.
270.
270. 270?
270.
All right, 270. Yes. Thank you.
Bob drove a hard bargain, but since it's difficult to gauge demand on a foreign movie poster at an LA auction, every dollar counts.
Okay, I like the Playboy ice bucket. That's great. Okay, to all the Hugh Hefners out there, this is the find today. Oh, this is Knoll?
Yep.
Is it marked?
It is a Knoll sticker on the bottom.
Okay. That's a nice chair.
Yeah, very comfortable.
Is it? I'll have to try it.
Absolutely.
What about the floor lamp, little spotlight?
Now, that's a Westinghouse, and the nice thing about that one is it has a two-way. So there's the light, and then if you want to spin it around.
Oh. Oh, I love that. Now, what are you asking for that?
This one's 125 or 175. Excuse me.
I love it. I'm already getting warm. I'm feeling the heat.
Hey, that's a cool item. But trust me, you don't need to bring any more heat to LA. We've got plenty of that already.
What are you asking for that dollhouse?
200.
How much?
200.
Can I take a look?
Go for it.
Very cool. Yeah. It's quite unbelievable. Wow, there's a lot going on in there, huh? All working lights and everything. Just check out the detail in here. There's tons of great little things. Probably dates to like the 1950s, and some dad probably made this for their daughter. Just loaded with all kinds of little pieces. Maybe some are more contemporarily added, but a lot of it's nice little vintage stuff. Someone definitely put a lot of time into that.
Yeah, a lot of little pieces.
That's like an antiquer's house, kind of like
Right.
definitely full.
Yeah.
What's the best price you'd absolutely do on it?
150.
150.
And I think that's a steal because there's at least $500 or $600 worth of just little incidental pieces of miniature furniture in there.
Right.
At least, plus including the lighting.
Can I make an offer?
Go for it.
$100.
Nope. 125 I might do, but not 100.
$1.25?
Yeah.
That'll work?
Will that do?
I'm gonna buy it for $1.25.
Okay.
Definitely, I think it's worth it. Cool.
Reed, it's Westinghouse?
Yes.
Your lamp?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just doing some research.
Okay.
And your Knoll chair, what would you call that chair? Is that the space chair?
Actually, I don't have a name, but I just sold it.
You did not.
I did. Unfortunately, someone else came along.
Oh!
You lose, you lose.
Dirty. I'm upset.
Too bad. According to Abel, that Knoll chair would have been a hot commodity at their auction in LA.
Right now, I'm gonna go with the Playboy ice bucket. I'm gonna get the Playboy Bunny ice bucket.
All right.
Okay, how much?
I have 30 on it.
All right.
Having just had that Knoll chair pulled right out from under her, Miller didn't want to take a chance haggling on the ice bucket. She knows a bargain when she sees one.
I just love lucite.
John still hasn't bought an item in the second round.
If the price is right, if I can get them anywhere for under $500 the pair, there's a chance of making some money on it. So what are they going to cost me?
They're going to cost you $450 for the pair.
I'd much rather you stay $400.
Done deal.
Done.
There you are. I'll even carry them to your vehicle for you.
I love
Ooh, I bet Heather would have gone lower.
When I first walked by and saw these, I thought of the movie seats, the theater seats in my hometown movie theater. So this is perfect for an LA Hollywood environment. Somebody looking for something in their private screening room or their media room on a bluff overlooking the water in LA. What's better than this? Is perfect. Come on.
The table I just bought, it caught my eye. I like the travertine marble and the brass.
Yeah.
I think it has.
Our dealer Heather's on a roll.
Yeah. What are you asking on the table?
I was asking 3 1/4.
May I?
Please. It has some weight to it.
Yeah.
Now the cube is hollow on the inside. I'm more than happy to pick it up for you. Yeah. You gotta be strong to be an antique.
That's right. Are you okay?
Totally.
All right, cool. All right, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so
I'm here to sell, and if we're close, I'm more than happy to meet you somewhere in the middle.
yeah. What did you say?
3 1/4.
Yeah, I was thinking like, 250.
Done
Okay,
deal.
let me just hold on. Just
Sorry.
I gotta ask about one more thing.
No worries.
We will be a done deal if I come right back.
Well, I hope to see you.
All right.
And what about the coffee table? Is it marked?
The coffee table's not marked, and I did just pick it up for someone else.
And you did?
Held it up there for. I'm happy to hold it up for you also.
I like it. It's a great. Now, what are you asking for the coffee table?
I was asking 3 1/4 for the coffee table.
I love the coffee table. I like the sleek lines. I think it's very versatile. It's hot right now. I think that would do really well in LA. Can I put this on hold?
Definitely.
Okay.
It might be on a second hold.
Oh,
but
gosh.
he didn't come back, though. Bob didn't come back, so.
Okay, well, do you need money from me? To put
No, definitely not. Not
So
at all.
what's it going to be? Who gets here first?
Well, Bob said that if he didn't come back, then he bought something else.
Okay. So it's on hold for me.
It's on hold for you.
Okay, not for anybody else?
Not for anybody else.
Okay, tell me your name.
Heather.
Okay, Heather, I'm gonna take your word on that.
Take my word on that.
At the end of the day, I had to make my decision. I'm a hawk, so my eye has been darting all over this market since the moment I walked inside. And I have a few items tucked away right back here that I know I can go back to.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness, Bob. Your colleague, put it on hold because you didn't come back.
Did Bob put the table on hold, or didn't he? Let's rewind the clock and find out.
250.
Done
Okay, let me
deal,
just hold
person.
on. Just
Sorry.
hold on.
If you listen carefully, Bob said hold on, not hold it. Big difference.
Oh, she put this on hold?
Yes.
Well, I don't want this anymore.
Oh, fabulous. I'm so happy about
I
that.
like these.
Those are great.
Yeah.
I bet Bob knows something Miller doesn't.
I love the scale. I love the design. I love
Absolutely.
the copper and how it's starting to patinate a little
Me
bit.
too. I think they're beautiful. And your best price on these would be?
Okay, so I was asking 3 for the pair. How about I do them for 200? Because you and I have a good relationship.
I think I'm going to do that because
All right.
200 feels right to
That's
me.
a good price. Boy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Looks like Kevin Bruno is on his way to make a second purchase in this round.
Who made the lamp? Do you know?
I don't know who did it.
You don't know?
No.
Very nice, big, robust piece.
Here's the treasure.
Who is that one? It's
Yeah.
Italian.
Yeah, Mark?
EPF. Looks like a Paterino piece, but it's
You're
not.
right.
Is it a Paterino?
Good. Eugenio Paterino Ferenz.
Yeah, that is a nice piece.
Seen them as a pair go for 3,000. I'm happy with 500.
It's a nice piece. The only problem is it's a little esoteric for some people. They won't know what it is. So for me to take this and pay 500 and to put it into an auction, that's kind of a gut shot.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, it's a really
Depends
gut
on the
shot.
auction. It's
Right.
It's a New
right.
York piece.
But it definitely, I got it right off the bat though, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty good, huh?
Good.
All right.
I'll give you points.
You give me points? Cool.
There's
That's
a
what we're
few
here to do.
treasures Here. See if you can
I
find
know.
them.
I'm sure you do. You got some nice stuff. This is pretty. Japanese mixed metal. Is it mixed metal or is it patinated metal?
I have to believe mixed.
What's a piece like this worth to you?
That I'd sell $100.
Yeah.
A few bucks to be made.
Hey, Kev, make an offer on the hat.
Can I make an offer on it or no? I got to make money with this thing. I got to throw this thing into auction and try and make money with this thing.
You just did at 100. That's my bottom number.
How about $75? Let me pay 75, and I'll pay cash money $75 for this little piece right here.
Well, I'll tell you what. Just because you knew who EPF was,
right.
I'll do it.
Awesome, man. I want to
I'll
buy
let
that.
you make a buck.
Cool. That's cool. There's 80, and I get 5 back for a little something to eat. All right. Cool. That's 19th century, Japanese, Meiji period. It's real mixed metal. It's not patinated metal. We got copper, we got bronzes, and we got silver on there on a bronze background right here. It has both decoration in the front and in the back. It's poppies right here. Beautiful little piece, nice little size, and it's the real deal. It's real mixed metal. We send this to auction. We should do pretty good with this piece right here. I'm really happy I actually found this piece.
Okay, what's the best price you can give me on this table?
How about 2.5? How about $250 on the table? Great travertine marble, great condition.
I don't know, were there screws that used to go here?
Maybe little rubber grommets went there. So I know those are missing, which takes away a little bit of the originality.
Right, I know that's an easy fix, but I think people sometimes are picky when it goes on the market. They like things that are pristine.
I can go down another quarter if that'll make the deal for you, and we'll call it $225.
How about $175?
Aye, ouch.
Think about shipping this thing.
Yes, but I had to buy it and carry it. How about I meet you in the middle at $2?
$195?
Done, $195.
Okay, $195.
You drive a hard bargain.
This is going to be a challenge, but we can do it.
We can totally do this.
California is a tricky market to buy for. You've got all different types of styles and tastes. It's eclectic. It's an international market. But I think that the mid-century modern glass coffee table that I picked is appealing to any group of people or any audience.
Hate to say it, Miller, but this table is in the style of mid-century modern, but manufactured later than that, most likely 1980s. Your mistake is Heather's game. This Philadelphia-based antiques dealer was taught the business by her father. She collected a total of $795 from 3 of our pickers.
Cash is king. I learned that from my dad.
Heather, your dad taught you well.
3, 400. Cool.
I'm buying 4 Abels. I went onto the website. There was a pair of lamps with elephants on, and they sold for an awful lot of money. I certainly don't think that these are worth as much as those, but it shows me that there's a market for really cool lighting.
You can't buy with your heart. You got to buy with your mind. You got to buy knowing what your margins are. That's the whole key. If you know what your margins are, you can make money.
The same thing has retaught itself to me over and over and over. Buy what you love, sell what you know. It's the only way you consistently survive and make money in this business.
2 very different opinions. We'll soon find out which Bruno is right.
There we go.
Let's review all the items the pickers bought and what they spent. Here are John Bruno's lots: a celluloid necklace and a pair of lucite and mohair chairs. Bob Richter's lots consist of this charm necklace and earring set, a trapeze movie poster, and a pair of copper repoussé lamps. Kevin Bruno's lots include a boucher pin and earring set, a handmade dollhouse, and a Japanese mixed metal vase. Miller Gaffney's 9 Bakelite bracelets were reduced to 1 due to a rules violation. She bought a Playboy ice bucket, contemporary glass and travertine table. Now it's on to Los Angeles, where all of their items will be sold at Abel Auction. The auction house is filling up with bidders from the LA area. They include dealers trying to buy low to flip these antiques. Others are collectors who may be inclined to spend more for what they really want. Watching the bidding behind the scenes will be all 4 of our pickers. But before they do, they each have the option to choose 1 item to remove from the auction block. Do any of them have buyer's remorse? Let's find out.
You should pull the dollhouse.
I'm not pulling the dollhouse.
Explain to us, what was your appeal to the dollhouse?
The inside of that is totally filled with all furniture. I mean,
But
just
how
all
does
handmade
that go
furniture.
over well in Los Angeles?
Well, the price was right, number one. And number two, if anybody is at that auction looking to buy things to resell them, you can actually take what's in there, separate it out, and make money maybe on the internet. Are you pulling anything?
Believe me, I'm sitting here like, okay, I paid a lot for the necklace and earrings, and I know I did. I just feel like if two people fall in love with it, even if it breaks even, you know, like
you have to fall in love with it.
You have to stand behind
You got to
what
stand
you
behind
get.
your choice. Yeah.
Is the person that you bought the necklace off of still like laying on their bed throwing the money all around? I mean,
how about the bracelets though? Because you had a lot of bracelets. So you just had to choose one? Is that it? You had to look for your
We had to
favorite,
choose
your
one.
favorite one. Okay.
Yeah, you guys weren't fair on that one, I have to admit.
you just didn't buy what you were supposed to be buying. That's it. Why,
Well,
why beat a dead horse?
That's
That
over
one's-
with,
right.
okay? But there's no way I'm going to keep this in when I'm going to lose money on this.
No, that one you should probably.
I'm not
pull.
pulling anything. I'm letting
not
it fly.
pulling anything.
You're pulling the one piece.
The bracelet's gone.
I'm not pulling anything. I'm stand behind. I know when I'm right.
All right, this is what we've been waiting for. Here we go.
All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Abel's.
All right, on this costume jewelry earring set with the matching pin, $50. How about $20 for this set? Thank you. $20 I have for the boucher. $20 with 25. 25 at 30. 35.
I knew the jewelry would be a tough one for everybody, actually.
Sold for $30. The buyer 2425.
What'd you pay for it?
Too much.
Too much.
That was a tough round.
And on the celluloid necklace, $50 the necklace. $20 for the necklace. Yes, I have $20 in the front row. 20 bid 25.
Oh my God.
25 bid 30. 35.
You know when you're right.
40. 45.
Are you kidding me?
50. 55. Yes or no? Sold for $50. The buyer 1484.
Tough.
We're both in the same boat.
Not good.
On the movie poster, Belgian film poster, I have $50 to begin this. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 I have. 125, 150 is in the audience. 175 I have as an absentee. 200 I also have. 225, 250, 275 I have. 275 at 300 is absentee. 300. Sold for $275. The buyer 3,100.
I paid $270, made $5.
Is that what it went for?
Yeah.
On the ice bucket, $50 for the ice bucket. I have an opening bid of $50. 50, 60, 70. 70's in the corner.
Oh, yay.
80, 90, 100, 125, 150.
Oh, my Lord.
Sold to the absentee bidder for $125, buyer $1471.
After the first round of lots sold, Miller Gaffney takes the lead and has $95 in the black.
So who's ahead right now? You're in
loved it.
shock.
You are.
I
think
am.
you are right now. Yeah, I think you're on
For
top
now.
of the bucket.
For now.
For now.
All right, on the dollhouse,
Money.
$50 for the dollhouse. $20 for the dollhouse. Thank you. 20, 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70,
She wants it.
80, 90, 100, 125, 150, 175, 200, 225. Thank you anyways. Sold for $200, the buyer $19.50.
It's a profit.
Profit. You made a few pennies.
Went with your gut.
I think you were lucky on that one.
Can you just give it up and just say you made money on it? I mean, come on.
On these copper repoussé lamps, $50 for lamps. Thank you. 50 bid 60. 60 is seated. 70. 70 is the lady. 80. Nope.
Uh-oh. Don't look good.
Sold for $70 at 2113.
Ooh.
Wow.
Lot 20021 is this contemporary travertine and glass coffee table. $100 begin the coffee table.
That's like an 80s table, though.
$50 begin the table. I have $20 to begin the table.
Oh no.
30, 40, 50, Mike. 50. Yes or no? I have 40s ladies standing. 50.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Sold for $40 at 3353.
Oh, this is not looking good.
Miller has every reason to gasp, because that round of bidding just lost her the lead. And while all the pickers are now in the loss column, making a giant leap from last place to first is Kevin Bruno.
I was right. Just say it.
No, I'll never say it. When you learn how to spell your name right, then maybe I'll say it right.
All right, on the Cloisonne Cinnabar suite here, necklace and matching earrings, $50 to begin this set. 60, 70, 80, 90. I have as an absentee 100. 125 as an absentee 150. 150. Sold for $125. The absentee buyer 651.
You don't want to do that every day.
All right, on the Japanese mixed metal base, I have an opening bid of $200 on this. 225, 250, 275 I have. 300 is in the corner, 300, 325.
Wow.
325, 350. Sold for $325, the buyer 1476.
Wow, you did well.
That's the way to make money right there.
All right, on these modern lucite and mohair chairs.
Ah, here we go. Here we go.
I think they're too kitschy.
No. I have $100 in opening bid. 125, 150 I have as an absentee. 150, 175 I also have. 175.
Okay, you're breaking my heart.
200 bid 225. So for $200, the absentee.
What do these people know?
Too kitschy.
That's fabulous.
Too kitschy.
And the winner is Mr. Bruno. Make that Kevin Bruno to be exact.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, way to go, Kevin.
Thank you.
Right,
Thank you.
it's grudging, but you did all right.
All right?
You did okay.
Can you give it up?
Yeah, I'll give it up.
Get used to it. That's
no,
all I'm
no.
saying.
Good job, good
Get
job.
used to it.
No, you get too used to this.
If they keep buying the way they keep buying, it's going to be a slam dunk every week.
I purchased a one-room dollhouse.
So for $200, the buyer 19.
To tell you the truth, it was an impulse buy, which you're not supposed to do. But I had seen the outside of it before the bidding started. But then when they opened it up and I saw that it was outfitted inside, I just knew I had to have it. Oh, I've always been really fond of miniatures. And I also have a little granddaughter, so I'm sure she'll love it too.
Well, thus far, I've purchased a necklace. I do collect costume jewelry, and I'm very interested in Egyptian revival. I think Egyptian motif is coming back in vogue, and I like it. I think it's architectural, and it's bright colors, and it's got kind of a mystique about it. So it's a fun thing to collect.
So for $50, the buyer 1484.
I was prepared to pay quite a bit more than I had to pay for it. I was sort of surprised no one else was really bidding on it.